Well, never too early for a little bit of holiday cheer as the temperatures continue to dip here in the city of Winnipeg. If you need some warmth for your heart and soul, why not check out the Royal Manitoba Theatre Centre's production of Elf. To bring a little bit of that warmth, Rebekah Jones, Assistant Director, joins us to tell us a little bit more about the show. Thanks so much for taking the time.
Yeah, absolutely. I'm really excited to chat.
Oh, of course. So people obviously very familiar with this story and with all of the delightful elements therein. How does this show maybe take a different tack than what people might be used to in the movie?
Right. So there's so many elements that are very similar. There's a lot of classic bits and a lot of classic lines that are interspersed into the musical. So it's absolutely things that audiences will still be familiar with. However, there's just different storylines that we dive into a little bit differently. The relationship between Buddy and his dad, the relationship between Buddy and Jovi is developed a little bit differently. And the beautiful relationship between Buddy and Michael and creating that family picture that Buddy just hopes for and strives for.
What's the challenge that a creative team faces when people are so familiar with a story and then they want to go, yeah, but I want to put my own spin on this. I want to take a different look at things. I want to take this and make it something that people maybe will look at from a different angle, like you're talking about.
Absolutely. So our director, Julie Tomeno, and our designer, Scott Penner, have from day one said we want to honor the film. The film is what people know. The film is what people recognize, and we want to honor that, and we want to stay true to it. However, there's little twists, like maybe some of the way the bits are introduced are going to be a little bit different than what you think. Some of the coloring, some of the costuming is, in an homage to the film, but not an exact replica. So we found our ways of making it our own through that.
So within that, there's probably going to be some of the actors and the performers who have also a sort of preconceived notion of what Elf the story is, I would imagine, along with the audience that will come and see it. What is the process like as you're putting this show together to guide them, maybe not away from those things, but to encourage performers to go along with that exploration? Has that been something that has been something you've run into as a director?
Yeah, it absolutely has. And I think it's connected to the idea that the story is similar enough, but also just different enough that it's a beautiful opportunity for our actors to make choices that further the development of their character that maybe wasn't seen in the film. So we've really leaned into them really discovering how they feel about these moments and about these circumstances that their characters are in. But again, at the same time, like there are moments that we're like, we're just going to lean into it and give audiences what they expect and what they will love to see. The big fight between Buddy and fake Santa, like we're leaning into that. It is a hilarious scene with 24 people on stage. Like it's huge. It's huge, and exactly what audiences would expect from seeing the film.
Sure. Something that audiences might also remember from the film are the maybe indelible musical moments that come within it. I think about singing the sleigh to life, for instance.
Yes.
But there's other music, of course, that takes place in this show. What can you tell us about how the music adds to the story?
The music adds so much. So the style and the feel of this is very like old Broadway, jazzy, big show-stopping numbers that take you to this heightened place of reality that Buddy exists in. So by having these really upbeat, high energy, jazzy, bluesy numbers, it really sucks you into the story in such a different way than the film, and it gives it that heightened reality.
So the movie has obviously been out for a number of years.
It was, I believe, just the other day, 22nd anniversary.
22nd anniversary.
Yeah.
There we go. So given that, what do you think that the story of Elf says to audiences in 2025?
Yeah, the story just brings so much hope. It brings so much positivity. And I think that the story itself it's about Buddy finding a sense of belonging and figuring out where he is while still staying absolutely true and genuine to who he is, and just being unapologetically himself. And I think that that's such an important message to our young company members, to everybody in the cast, to really just, be unapologetically true to yourself. And it's just also that happiness of like, no matter what, like that Christmas cheer is something that we can always kind of look forward to and lift our spirits no matter what.
Absolutely. As you've been putting this show together, I'm wondering what new lessons you've taken from this show that maybe you didn't expect based on what you knew of Elf going in.
Yeah, I mean, there's so much. I mean, this is my first time working with our director, Julie Tomeno, and just the insight that I've gained from her as a fellow creative and the development of my career and I as a director choreographer, because we are doing both jobs in this situation. So there's a lot of that and just ways of approaching the work that's really beautiful. But in terms of the story, I don't know. I think it's just a nice reminder of just be true to yourself, right?
Yeah. As you go through your careers, you continue your journey as a director. What sorts of lessons do you take from working on a story like this, a production like this it's based on a movie, it's got a widespread appeal? What do you take from this into productions? I'm not going to say that they're greater challenges, but things that have more, what's the word I'm looking for? Like there's just more gravitas, maybe is the word I'm looking for. Other challenges that you take on as you continue your career.
Yeah, definitely. The level of planning and organization by this team on a whole, by both Julie and our music director, Joseph Tritt, has been huge. And discovering how to create this piece in such a tight time period, right? Like we put the whole show together in, I think it was 12 days. And now we're just running it and perfecting it and cleaning it. But so the scheduling is something that I will absolutely take away. But I think I really like fun, quirky, comedic work, be it directing or choreography, because I do both. And I think that finding that sense of fun in the room and with what it is that I'm creating that we have encapsulated so well in this show, like just the fun and the bits and the comedy, but then at the heart of it, having that true emotional story happen for Buddy and his journey. And so I think that it's been really interesting to watch the creation of that and how to develop the comedy, because I love a comedy. And find the heart of it.
I'm going to put you into the lobby for a second after audiences are walking out of having seen this show over the next several weeks. What do you hope to be hearing from people?
Oh, man, I hope to hear laughs. I hope to hear joy. I hope to hear, like, excitement around what they just saw. Like everything in this show is just so larger than life, and like the scale of it is huge, and like the sets, the costumes, the lights, like the carpentry shop has been literally working overtime to get all of this ready. So like I want to hear that awe and that excitement around it. And like, I really genuinely hope specifically for younger audience members to just be sucked into that magic.
That magic begins here at the Royal Manitoba Theatre Centre's John Hirsch main stage in the coming weeks. We'll have more information about dates, showtimes, and where you can get your tickets at our website, classic107.com and the Classic 107 app. Rebekah, it's been so wonderful hearing more about this show, Rebekah.
Yes, thank you
you
for having me.
so much for taking the time, and all the best for the run.
Thank you.